Under the bright lights of Dodger Stadium, with tens of thousands of fans holding their breath, Shohei Ohtani stepped into the batter's box. The score was tied, the stakes were sky high, and the atmosphere was charged with the kind of tension that only baseball can create. Every eye in the stadium was locked on him, and even those watching from home could feel the anticipation through their screens. The pitcher wound up, his fastball screaming toward the plate, but Ohtani's timing was perfect. The crack of the bat echoed like thunder through the night, and everyone instantly knew it was gone. The ball soared high, slicing through the cool Los Angeles air, heading deep into the stands beyond right center field. For a split second, time seemed to freeze. Then, as the ball cleared the wall, the crowd erupted in an explosion of cheers and pure disbelief. Fans jumped to their feet, waving their arms, screaming his name. Shohei Ohtani had done it again, he had delivered a moment of brilliance that would be talked about for years to come. As he rounded the bases, a smile flashed across his face. He didn't show much emotion, but everyone could see that fire in his eyes, the same fire that had made him one of the most unstoppable forces in baseball today. His teammates poured out of the dugout, waiting for him at home plate, ready to celebrate yet another legendary moment. The opposing team, meanwhile, could only stand there in stunned silence. A few players shook their heads, others just laughed softly in admiration. They knew they had just witnessed something special. Even in defeat, they couldn't help but respect what they had seen, a once-in-a-generation player performing at his absolute peak. Social media lit up within seconds. Fans across Japan, America, and around the world flooded timelines with messages of awe and excitement. Hashtags with Ohtani's name trended globally within minutes. Videos of the home run spread like wildfire, slow-motion replays, fan angles, and live reactions from the crowd flooded every corner of the internet. Analysts on TV could barely contain their excitement. They broke down every frame of his swing, pointing out how balanced his stance was, how his bat speed remained flawless under pressure, and how his eyes never left the ball. He makes the impossible look effortless, one commentator said. That's what makes Ohtani special. In the dugout, Ohtani sat quietly, sipping water, listening to the roar of the fans echoing around the stadium. His teammates patted him on the back, some laughing, some shaking their heads in disbelief. They'd seen him do incredible things before, but somehow, every new moment seemed to outshine the last. For the fans, it wasn't just about the home run, it was about what it symbolized. It was proof of resilience, of greatness under pressure, of a man who carried not only the hopes of his team but the pride of an entire nation. Every swing he took seemed to tell a story, and tonight's chapter had been nothing short of cinematic. Children in the crowd clutched their Ohtani jerseys tighter, their eyes wide with inspiration. Older fans smiled, remembering legends of the past, realizing they were witnessing one right now. Even neutral fans, those without a favorite team, couldn't help but cheer for the brilliance of what they had seen. The opposing team's manager later said in the post-game interview, "You can prepare for him all you want, but when he connects, there's nothing you can do. You just tip your cap." That statement summed up the respect Ohtani commanded, not just as an athlete, but as a phenomenon redefining the sport. Meanwhile, Japanese news outlets ran headlines celebrating their hero. Ohtani's light shines again, one paper wrote. Another headline simply read, "Unstoppable." Across Tokyo, people watched the replay over and over, smiling proudly as one of their own continued to make history on the world stage. What made this home run even more remarkable was the context. It wasn't just another regular season game. It came at a crucial moment when the Dodgers needed leadership and confidence. Ohtani provided both with one swing. That's what separates legends from the rest, they deliver when it matters most. In the locker room afterward, reporters crowded around him, microphones extended, waiting for a statement. Ohtani, ever humble, simply said, "I just wanted to help the team. I'm glad it went out." That calm composure, that quiet humility, only added to his mystique. Fans loved that he let his game do the talking. His teammates spoke more freely. "He's unbelievable," one said. "You can't even describe it anymore. You just watch in amazement." Another added, "When he's in the zone, it's like watching a movie. You know something epic is about to happen." Even rival fans, usually quick to jeer, found themselves applauding the feat. Respect crossed team lines that night, because greatness has a way of uniting people. The home run wasn't just about power, it was about timing, grace, and poise under pressure. That night, as fans filed out of the stadium, the buzz of excitement lingered in the air. Conversations echoed through the concourses. "Did you see that? He's unreal. I'll never forget this game. People knew they had been part of something historic. Sports writers began comparing this moment to some of baseball's most iconic home runs, the kind of plays that define careers and eras. They spoke of Ruth, Mays, and now, Ohtani. It wasn't hyperbole, it was recognition of a man who had transcended the game itself. As highlights replayed late into the night, one clip stood out: Ohtani's serene expression as he rounded third base, soaking in the cheers. It wasn't arrogance, it was peace. The peace of a man who knew he had done what he was born to do. In Japan, fans gathered outside sports bars and public screens, waving flags and singing songs. It didn't matter that it was early morning there, nobody wanted to sleep through another piece of Ohtani's legacy. Back in Los Angeles, children went to bed dreaming of hitting home runs like their hero. Parents smiled, grateful their kids had someone like him to look up to, a role model who embodied hard work, humility, and excellence. The next day, every major sports show opened with the same highlight: the home run that silenced critics and electrified millions. Experts debated where Ohtani ranked among the all-time greats, and many agreed he was carving a place entirely his own. But perhaps what made this moment so unforgettable was its emotion. The joy on his teammates' faces, the stunned awe of the opposing pitcher, the shared unity of thousands of fans, it was a reminder of why people love this game. Baseball, at its best, creates moments that transcend sport. Even those who had never watched a full game before found themselves talking about it. The moment broke beyond the world of baseball, it became a cultural event, a symbol of perseverance and human potential. Long after the stadium lights dimmed and the crowds went home, the echoes of that home run remained. It wasn't just another score, it was a statement, a moment frozen in time. And as Ohtani continues to play, fans know there will be more of these moments, each one different, each one spectacular, each one a reminder that greatness isn't accidental. It's earned, day by day, swing by swing. That night will live on in highlight reels, in fans' memories, and in the legacy of a man whose talent continues to stretch the boundaries of imagination. Ohtani didn't just win a game, he reminded the world why we fall in love with sports in the first place. The stadium may have quieted down, but the legend of that home run keeps echoing, across continents, across generations, and across the hearts of everyone lucky enough to witness it.